Apparently people are staying in hotels rather than renting. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, because this is an article that I thought we really have to have a look at. It's from Commercial Real Estate, and rent's so high in Australia that many are opting to live in apartment hotels. What's going on here, guys? Seriously. You know, I guess there would be some, living in an apartment hotel would be nice and convenient. You don't need to worry about any of the maintenance, the yard. You might even have room service. Generally not. But my experiences of them have been that they're always very expensive. And we're hearing more and more rents are going up. So let's have a look. Let's jump and look at just some of the asking rents around Australia. We'll start off with Sydney, and you can see here. And I'm just going to bring my full screen here so I can see it. So a 3-bed, or all houses, $700. A 3-bedroom house, $716. And that's definitely climbing up there. There you go. You've got apartments as well. They're a little bit more subdued than houses because they've gone down, but they're climbing right back up again to all units at $464 and $481 for a 2-bedroom unit. So just think about that. If you had a 2-bedroom unit, 2 people moving into the city, sharing a unit to rent out for uni. You know, that's the old story. That you're paying each $240, $245. You round it all up, $300 a week. So that's getting pretty tight. And we're going to see it, we're going to see a different story in Melbourne, everyone. So we'll have a look here. This is Melbourne, and once it loads up, you can see. So houses, we're looking at $518 for all houses, $521 for 3-bedders. Now have a look at this line here. Look at apartments, how they've plunged. So here we have, what's this one? I'll just, $367 for all units. 2-bedders, $368. Now, how far back in time do we need to go back to get that? So roughly 2016 prices we're seeing again for apartments. So apartments are copping it. Houses a little bit, they've been pretty flat. That, you know, we're down a bit from a few years ago, but still, guys, it's going up. Now, good old Bris Vegas. Let's have a look at this here, and I'll just reload that now. And as we can see, what's going on here? Hang on. I'm getting some technical issues here with the HeiseSays show. What we'll do is we'll jump to regional New South Wales to look at one of my favorite ones, Maryborough there. And that's just showing you here the regional impact, how high it is. $866 for all houses, $748 for 3-bedders. So we're seeing some cities go up, some places go down. $866 a week, guys. $750 a week for a 3-bedroom house. That is not normal. And let's see if I can get this Brisbane working again at the moment. Nope, Brisbane is playing up. And we can see here Brisbane rents are climbing. So we're now at, $517 for all houses and $484 for a 3-bedder. On a 12-month change, it's up 10%, up 9.9%. Houses are, there's more demand for it. We can see the same thing in units as well here in Brisbane. Now, we've looked at other articles where people are leaving Sydney, they're leaving Melbourne, and they're going to Brisbane. I suspect some are also going to Darwin and Adelaide and other regional cities or second-tier cities. Because it's okay, we can accept that we're not as awesome as Sydney and Melbourne, which frankly is an awesome thing in itself. But there's going to be a lot of demand for the southeast Queensland and the northern rivers, Tweed area, all around there. Because you're still close to civilization. You're closer to Asia, really, if you want to fly and holiday. And property's cheaper. Quality of life is good. So let's have a look at this. So, when Australian singer-songwriter Andrew Tierney brought his family over from their home in Las Vegas to Sydney for his Human Nature tour, he faced the choice between taking a residential rental or staying in an apartment hotel. He went for the hotel, with rents so high now in Australia. The price was comparable, he said. There you go. We might have saved a bit of money with a rental, but I was happy to pay a little extra for the convenience. As well, we could stay right in the middle of the city and have everything on our doorsteps, plus use the gym, pool, the hotel. I didn't have to sign a lease either, so we were much freer to decide to up and go at any time. It was unfortunate that it wasn't quite to be. Mr. Tinnery, 46, together with his wife Heather, 45, and their 4-year-old daughter Violet, ended up staying longer than they planned as Fraser Suites Sydney after being locked down as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, with many of his tour dates postponed. But it's an amazing place to be during a lockdown, he said. We have a balcony with 180-degree views. We can go for a walk to Darling Harbour or Barangaroo or around Miss Macquarie's chair for exercise. The little family is among a fresh flood of people choosing apartment hotels over renting properties for their long-term sojourns in cities around Australia. That just seems crazy. In Perth, for instance, mining and energy commercial manager John Cove has just left sister property Fraser Suites Perth after 1 day shy of a full 12 months. He also considered renting an apartment or house, but decided to opt for the apartment hotel instead. With rents for Perth houses having risen 21.6% over the past year and apartments by 18.8% on the latest Domain Group figures, the difference in the prices was negligible. In addition, the vacancy rate of just 0.9%, the tightest market in 40 years, meant there really wasn't much choice available. I'd just spent 4 years in a mining camp in a remote area of the Pilbara working on the $37 billion Wheatstone project producing LNG. We actually put a tender submission in for Wheatstone. Didn't come off for us, unfortunately. Would have been nice. Nice little project. It's a big one. So the chance to stay in an apartment hotel like that was a pretty nice experience. Mr. Cova, 33, originally from the Gold Coast. Don't blame him. We never quite know how long we're going to be in one place, so it makes more sense to stay in serviced apartments than taking out a regular rental. Even though I ended up staying so long, I knew I could cancel at any time, and it was great to have access to that level of facilities. As a result of that uplift in domestic demand for longer stays, Fraser Suites is also pivoting its offering to service the new clientele. It's introduced cheaper rates over certain time periods and a home loan suite package asking guests in advance about their choice of pillows, what they'd like to have in their room, and food and beverage preferences, including light and easy meals. Light and easy. I tried that once years ago before we discovered keto. And it's just a calorie restriction con, really. A meal is an apple. If I'm going to starve myself, I'll do it properly and just fast for a couple of days. So there are toiletries on arrival, booklets of recipes, grocery packs, and offers to help guests with online shopping. Staff even threw Mr. Kova a farewell party when it came time for him to finally check out. Well, yeah, he's been there for a year. Don't blame him. We almost relaunched for a new market, said Alex Halvgard, Managing Director of Fraser Suites Perth. The rental market is so constrained that people and companies are now much more inclined to look at accommodation in hotels instead. Long stay is what we do now. It's in our DNA. Wow. I mean, this is just nuts. I would never have expected this. The pandemic boom in resources is providing a major fill-in for many long-stay apartment hotels. Pre-COVID-19, many workers were employed by their companies to fly in and out. Now, because of the unpredictability of state border closures, most of their firms are insisting they stay in one place. With rents rising so fast across much of the country, in Darwin, for instance, house rents have gone up by 20.9% over the last year, and for apartments by 18.4%. Demand for service apartments is listed. At the Ramada Suites Zen Quarter, Darwin, there haven't been enough rooms to accommodate everyone trying to book them. We've had people moving up here to work, plus people coming to escape lockdown restrictions and a lot of holidaymakers, said marketing manager Michelle Henson. It was a huge influx of people. We had supply issues for rental properties, so a lot of people came here to stay, but then we had issues as we didn't have enough rooms to honour the bookings we had for our guests later on. So we were sitting at 98% occupancy and had 60 inquiries in 3 months, and we didn't have rooms. It became a similar success story for those serviced apartment hotels, agile enough to take advantage of the changing market. Serviced apartments such as Pepper, Mantra, Siebel, run by Accor Pacific, have also implemented new long-term stay deals. These spaces provide a more home-like experience for guests, with advantages that range from space and family-friendly options to easier, healthier, and less costly dining options and beyond, said Simon McGrath, Chief Executive of Accor Pacific. They contain a kitchen and usually have separate lounge or dining facilities, and the amenities mean guests also have access to additional luxury and facilities such as state-of-the-art swimming pools, spas, and fitness centres. Other cities too, such as Adelaide and Canberra, have reported much longer stay guests. Staying longer has suddenly become more popular, said Albert Pilarski, the general manager of Fraser Suite Sydney. At various times, at least 50% of our guests have been long stay. That's shifted quite dramatically. You would think they're paying more than if they rented, but not much. And it's the convenience, location, and amenities they're choosing, along with not being bound by contracts. And we are working to create the idea of a home away from home. That's certainly working for the Tenerife family. We love it here, he said. Hood's set to stay till the end of September, when he returns to the US, whether or not he gets the chance to finish his tour. Downstairs from here, there are fabulous restaurants in the arcade, a supermarket over the road at World Square, and everyone here is so friendly. We've never lived in a city before, and we're really enjoying it. It's a real culture of loveliness. Well, if you're paying that much to rent a place, I don't blame you. What do you think, everyone? I mean, these are definitely... Well, this is definitely a sign that rents are going insane. That's what this is. This is just showing us all, and this is written by Sue Williams, of rents going utterly insane, particularly in these areas. As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions and your experiences of this. I've had one viewer that got in touch with me, just frustrated with housing affordability in Darwin. And I don't blame him. If this is what's happening, crazy. As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.